this is part 5 of my talk regarding Vikings, Wolves of Midgard from Calypso. Now, I can't really play the game any longer than what I've already done and already streamed due to embargoes and all that sort of stuff, so can't really go into the game, so I'm just going to load into the game and just going to wander around the village and basically talk about it for a little bit more. Now, my thoughts on the game was, well, you know my thoughts. I want more gore in the game. I also want this thing to be put to one side and be keyboard and mouse, but I'm getting used to this. Apart from that one there where I go dodge all the time, it does my head in. So, let's see what I think, okay? I've already spoken to the publishers behind the game, and I know now that keyboard and mouse will definitely be implemented into the game when the review build goes live. Yay! Maybe I can play a little bit more then and show everyone a little bit more of the game. Now, some things I haven't shown many of you recently is, of course, the gift system. This is the gifts, and within gifts you can choose, well, babe, you can choose your path. I have chosen the path of Deer because he is the one that allows me to use a single-handed weapon and of course a shield. This is my choice. There's also one for staffs, bows and arrows, and many other different ones. I can't remember how to get to it. I know how to get to that. I don't know how to get to the choices, so I can show you what they are. Oh no. B. Hey, no. Go away. Here we go. Thor. Two-handed wielding, hammer, axe or sword. Odin. Staff. Where I am. Two-handed hammers, axes or swords. Or unarmed, and of course wielding a bow. So that's gifts for you. Character gives you all stats, and statistics, there's more there. I don't get that one. That's your stats as well, and that's also stats. Ah, that's stats of how much you killed, how much you played and everything else. Okay. That's your inventory, which kind of sucks because there's nothing there at the moment. Okay. Now, I also mentioned about more gore in the game, because I think based on the Norse sort of gods, mythology, Vikings and all that sort of stuff, where it's set, they used to use primitive weapons. Now, for me that means slicing limbs off and heads off and blood and guts. It was a violent era back then. Just look at Braveheart. I thought that film was awesome, but there was violence in that game, for definite. So I just think that should be in the game, big time. So I reached out to Calypso and they gave me a strict answer, and I said, ignore the way I'm looking because my second screen's on my wall while I watch my TV and stream everything from, so I got the actual email in front of me. And basically the gore. Now, for one, there's the ratings board, which are the PEGI rating and of course the ESRB. That control the ratings of these games, and basically they have to adhere with these rating organizations to make sure the game is perfectly okay for them to warrant an 18 rated game. Because if it goes any higher, for example M+, which is mature plus rating, it doesn't get listed in Target and Walmart. I guess they don't want to be associated with mature plus. I guess that could also mean sexual content as well. I guess Witcher 3 is not in there. That's full of sexual content. So if they go over the top of violence, it goes to the BBFC, and it can also cause more complications with the release of the game. and of course it could cause a lot of trouble, which is not good for any game. Dealing with so many organisations to getting a game released is not good in any way. It's a bit of a pain in the backside, I guess. I personally think that they should release the game as it is. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it as it is. I rather enjoy playing it. I do feel it can use a bit of polish here and there, but of course still doesn't really need to be there as per se. The menus of course need to be flushed out when the start of the game. Obviously that's going to happen when of course the review build goes through, but I do think that when the game actually has been released, like they did with Warhammer 40k, they should look at this and bring it a gore DLC. Yes, I don't think it would affect the game as per se, because it's a DLC and it may have to go through the regulations again to have it approved, but I don't know if it would as per se, because when you're buying the actual game, you're buying this base game and then you choose to buy a DLC afterwards. Maybe that moves around it. I don't know. I'm not a developer or anything like that, or publisher, so I don't really know how that works. But if you think about it, go to Asda, Amazon, you buy the base game. It's got a PEGI rating already. You got the base game. Then there is a DLC called Gore, or Increased Gore, and they can increase the gore in the game, make it more fun. Personally, what I think. I tell you now, even in its current form, I do like playing this game. I haven't got much time to play it due to the position I'm in, running my company. But when I am playing it, I'm having a little bit of fun. Even though the last boss that I defeated was an absolute pain in my backside. But I'm very glad I destroyed him in the end, or her. But I'm still having problems, because as you know, I saved two people, a runesmith and somebody else, and I can't find them on the blinking map anywhere. Don't know where they are. So maybe they pop up at another time. If you look, see, this is where I level up, as you know. I alter some blood. Give me some blood. Up here. Oh, you haven't been here yet, have you? And I can't show you it neither. Sorry. Trial of Gods. I'll give you a clue that is. Oh, where? Fracky. Fracky. I found a RuneScape. Way! Finally. Okay. Calypso, can you make these characters more prominent? Because I didn't know he's up here. Okay, so please, make it more prominent. Like put a rune thing over him so I can see him on the mini map. Yeah, good. Didn't know he's up there. Found him now. Excellent. What else was there? There was something else, wasn't there? No, I don't know. Can't remember. But yeah, for the price of this game, guys and girls, I think it's worth it. And I'll be coming back to you with another look at the game as soon as the review build gets released, and I'll be talking a lot more about the game then, because then I'll have a better understanding of the finished product. So please keep an eye on my channel, watch out for my next video, and let's see how they progress this game. Again, thanks for taking the time to watch my videos, of course. If it wasn't for you, I simply wouldn't make them. Thank you so much, and I will see you again at another time.